Hi, this is Al in SoCal, and I'm setting up to do another review. I'm sort of zoning in right now on my 7-inch monitor that's mounted on my A6400. It's the reason I'm doing the review, because when I first got that monitor, which assisted me in setting up my shots and making sure everything was in focus, well, when I first got it from the company, the cable they sent was a bit large. In fact, that's putting it mildly. So let me first show you the ultimate solution. The ultimate solution is plugged into the back of this monitor, and it is in fact that Smallrig cable that I'm doing the review on right now. It takes a very, very short journey looping under the tripod handle, the tilt handle, and it goes into the A6400. If its rubber housing is too large, it will block the TRS input for my audio. I use wireless mics. So that's essentially why this item was ordered. Hi, Al in SoCal, and I'm reviewing a micro HDMI to HDMI standard size cable. And these two answered my question a few days ago. Boy, I don't need a 6-foot cable going from my 7-inch monitor connected to the cage and above my A6400. Now, do I? And I figured there's got to be a shorter cable, and sure enough, I looked on my sheet, and I saw this item, and I said, you know what, I'm going to review that, and most likely I'm going to put it into service immediately if it works. Obviously it did. So let me start by telling you that I reviewed a 7-inch monitor about a month ago, and what did I get with the monitor? Well, this is where overkill does overkill. So let me show you what they sent. With the 7-inch monitor, and they must have had a reason. I mean, these people are professionals, right? They sent me this HDMI cable. So just take a look at this. Now here's the standard HDMI here. Then you got some coils of cable that promise that they'll get me over to my monitor even if it's a couple of feet away, which, by the way, was my second step. That was a second evolutionary step in my thought. At the end of this HDMI, there's actually, I don't know what they call this. Is it a MIDI or it's a mini size HDMI. So you go from standard to mini, or whatever they call it. So don't hold me on that one. However, they make up for it by also including this converter, which took me from this, let me get it back on here again. Let me turn it the right way again. Okay. Oh, and then you get, it's, of course, it has a little attachment, which I cut because I had other issues with that. But anyway, point being, this device right here, I did have the micro HDMI, but what I think a lot of people might be nodding their heads on is, look at all the rubber, molded rubber around this thing. I mean, that sucker, it blocked my TRS audio in at the bottom of the A6400. So this just wasn't a good fix. And I almost immediately started looking, and again found I'm going to throw this off to the side. Thank you. I then found this available to review, and here we have a standard HDMI here and a micro here. And the nice thing is, of course, the micro, you'll see there, it terminates in a micro HDMI, but with the smallest amount of rubber case around the end, such that it doesn't block the TRS cable on the A6400. So this worked as far as going into the camera. And let me tell you something. Why did I end up with a 6-foot cable? Ended up with a 6-foot cable because given the fact that I'm no longer 28 years old, I missed it by about 50 years. No, not that much. Okay, shave off a couple of years. But point being, I wanted the monitor to be at the front of my review table, so it'd be right in front of me. But then the problem was, if I stared down at the monitor, well, you know the rest. Stare down at the monitor and people wonder why you're not looking at them straight into the lens. So, I ordered this cable. They offer 2 sizes. I actually thought that I had ordered the 1.1 foot, 1.15 foot. The other choice is 1.8. I'm sort of glad that it defaulted to 1.8 when I placed the order. I would like to report that that is a very good length if you have the 7-inch on-camera monitor that I added with the bracketing and all. And you've seen in my review a little earlier how it all comes together. So the bottom line is with Smallrig, and I really have begun to like this company, I just need solutions. And Smallrig offers lots of solutions. I've learned just in the last couple of weeks, if I can think of an issue that I need to solve concerning my, my A6400, chances are, if I start with Smallrig, they may well have the adapter. It's turning out that pretty much they do. So this short cable is just perfect. I'm using it right now. It's only been in service for less than half an hour, but it works.